My wife kept threatening divorce, so I just said okay and left. Story 1.
Listen up, my wife's been tossing divorce threats at me like it's nothing. Every time I so much as breathe wrong, I got fed up, said, alright, fine, and took off. Right now, I'm crashing at my sister's house. We've been together 5 years, married 4 of them, and we've known each other since way back. We've got a 4-year-old daughter, and I'm the guy keeping the lights on since my wife stays home. She chose to quit working about a year and a half ago,
and that's on her. We lock horns maybe once
or twice a month. But don't get it twisted, I'm hands-on with our girl. I mop floors, whip up meals, and I'm there for her and my wife. First time she hit me with the divorce line, we were arguing because my sister called, asking to stay over for a bit since her relationship was tanking. Kinda funny when you think about it. I told her she could crash with us, my wife wasn't having it, so I reminded her how her pal camped out at our place for over a month not long ago, didn't lift a finger, and just
showed up. No warning, no chat, total stranger to me and our kid. My sister, though?
She's a gem, loves our daughter, and I thought my wife felt the same. She stayed a week, pitched in with cooking, cleaning, even watched our girl when we needed a break. I figured we'd buried the hatchet after that. Our fights usually spark over petty junk, and I'm not the one stirring the pot most of the time. I begged her to try therapy or talk to someone, but she's always like, nah, I'm good, we're good. Last night, I'd had enough. She came at me,
griping I'm always working, saying she's
lonely and I'm a crap dad. Then finished with, I want out. I stood up and laid it out. The only reason I'm grinding is she keeps burning through our money. Sorry, I said our money in the moment, but when I typed it later, it came out my money by accident. We'd agreed to split my paycheck into bills, savings for later, some for our daughter's future, and a bit for random stuff we don't need. She won't even consider a job or school to help out. I'm holding this family together for our girl. I'm at every recital, every doctor visit, every big day she's got. My wife still wouldn't talk to a pro. I'm done. I said my lawyer's gonna send her the papers once they're ready. I packed up my daughter's gear, took her with me, and we've been at my sister's 2 days. Now my wife's flooding my phone, all apologies, saying she didn't mean it. She'll do therapy. She needs me, misses me. I'm lost. I love her. She's great with our kid, but I'm tapped out. You folks online, help me out. I've got a lawyer for family and work stuff, and I've known her since we were teens. Here's the latest. This ain't a feel-good wrap-up. I vented about this months ago because she kept waving divorce in my face like a flag. Finally, I said, okay, grabbed our daughter, and split. I had to let it out, so I posted, check my old stuff if you want it. People asked questions, so I'll clear some up. Like I did in a comment back in August, I'd redo it all. Even taking my girl. I've pushed my wife to get a job, find a passion, meet people, something. I've pleaded for her to see someone. She wouldn't budge, just said no or that she's not the problem. My daughter's everything to me. I don't scrap with my wife where she can hear. I grew up in a war zone. My dad would flip on my mom, she'd bolt, and he'd unload on me. I'll never let my girl live that. I didn't know what my wife might have pulled that night. You can't force help on someone, they've got to crave it. Truly want it, shove it on them,
and they'll just play along. I'm not spotless
here, but I won't let my daughter think this mess is how it's supposed to be. I swore as a kid I'd never be my old man. After I spilled my guts online, I had to figure things out. I decided she needed to know I wasn't bluffing. We sat down, and I told her this has to stop, the yelling, the divorce jabs. She agreed, said she'd knock it off. I told her one more time, and it's over. We started couples therapy, and it blew my mind. We hashed out feelings, got real, and a pro's take helped us see each other. After some sessions, I thought we were turning a corner. She got a job, made buddies, picked up a hobby. Then we clashed because she forgot plans we had for our daughter. Couldn't ditch some new work friends. At the tail end of that fight, she whispered, marrying you was a huge mistake. I looked at her, and she wasn't my wife anymore, just some stranger. I told her to say it again. She said, I should have left you ages ago. I took my daughter and handled our plans solo. I filed for legal separation. We signed a deal, still married but apart. No seeing other people, money split but bills stay the same. I'd keep insurance going through work. We'd do therapy alone and together. I moved to my sister's, and we set custody. I've got my girl 70%. My wife gets 30 one day. I needed her to take our daughter. I gave her a week's heads up. She said fine. I showed up at 7:30 to drop her off. Saw an odd car out front. Thought maybe a friend was over. I rang the bell. Weird doing that at my own place. Waiting with my kid. Some shirtless guy, maybe 20, opens up, asks who I am, what I want. I asked for my wife. He calls her. She walks out in a robe, her face going from puzzled to panic to broken. Bottom line, in 3 months when this separation's up, I'm filing to end it. My daughter's okay. She just knows me and her mom aren't happy. She's my top priority. I guess I became what I swore I'd never be, my parents 2.0. I don't know what love's supposed to look like. I just want to give my girl all I've got and raise her right. Thanks for the support, words, love, and hard truths online. Next story's up soon.
Story 2. Here's my deal. Am I off base for telling my sister she's got to honor our custody setup?
Buckle up.
There's a lot to unpack. My sister Lily, she's 35, had my niece Emma, who's 9, when she was 26. She was crashing with my parents back then, along with her boyfriend, fresh out of rehab for heroin. They couldn't stay straight, and she was using the whole time she carried Emma. When Emma was just shy of 2 months, Lily came to me, desperate, asking if I'd take her for a couple months while she went back to rehab. I was 22, holed up in a little studio apartment, busting my hump through law school. My folks said they couldn't handle a baby and were nudging Lily toward foster care, so I took Emma in. Lily got out of rehab, jumped back with that boyfriend who was still hooked, and they kicked off 5 years of this awful seesaw. One would clean up, then get pulled back down. I stepped up and got legal guardianship of Emma, though it was meant to be short-term. Whenever Lily talked about taking her back, I'd say sure, but they'd both need to pass a drug test. Never happened then. When Emma was almost 6, Lily told me she was expecting again. That lit a fire under her, and she had my nephew after staying sober nearly 8 months. Letting Emma go from being with me all the time to living with her folks was brutal for us both. We hashed out a plan in court. I get Emma every weekend. She's with her mom and dad during the week. We did family therapy together for a year, then quit once we found our rhythm. Now here's the rub: Lily's pregnant again, and her boyfriend, who's her husband, now say they don't want Emma at my place on weekends because she comes back acting wild. I see why. I told Lily that Emma's the queen bee with me, and jumping from that to scrapping with her brother for attention while Lily's puking her guts out must be a lot. I said I'd take my nephew too, give her a breather, or we could restart therapy to help Emma cope. Lily just said Emma's off my roster for now. I gave her 2 weekends, but when she kept blocking me, I said I'd take it to court. We've got a legal deal, and I'm still one of Emma's guardians. She snapped that I'm dragging up old baggage and won't let her be a real mom. I'm torn. I've raised Emma nearly 6 years, and every minute with her is gold. Am I messing this up? She calls me every night, asking what's on for the weekend and why I'm dodging her. I think Lily's spinning it like I don't want her. You folks online, I just want what's right for Emma. Here's some clarity. Emma's 9 now. Lily's been clean over 3 years. We took our time shifting her. She was with her parents every other weekend for a year, then we split 50-50. Now I've got weekends. Some say I'm hogging their family time, but I bend. If they've got plans, I'd let her go. This ain't about them wanting her, it's about keeping her from me. They dump her brother at my parents' place Saturdays and Sundays to kick back, and the last 2 weekends, Emma's been there too. How's that different from me having her? Lily stays home, no job, so she's got loads of time with Emma. She's close to 300 pounds, barely steps out, and their house looks like a disaster zone. My parents bought them that place when Emma was 3, hoping it'd help Lily pull it together. Her husband's got an information technology job, so they get by. I haul Emma to karate, swimming, Girl Scouts every week, always checking she's okay. He's fallen off the wagon twice in 3 years, but Lily booted him out both times, so Emma didn't see it. Some think they're using her to watch the kid, but not Lily's a homebody, and I keep Emma moving with stuff to do because she needs that. They let her watch her 3-year-old brother for 2 hours once, and she was pumped when they slipped her $20. Here's more. Some online chatter about her home life spooked me. I hit up her old therapist, booked a slot for Friday after school. She talks solo first, then I join. I'll make sure she knows I'm always here, always want her. I'll ask if she's good with her folks or wants less time there. Wish me luck, and thanks for the words on the switch. It was slow, careful. I'd never let them cut me out. They had her every other weekend for a year before we flipped her main spot. I could snag custody back easy. I'm a lawyer, know the system inside out, got the right contacts if I think she's at risk. But is that the move? Emma calls me mom straight up. Lily's gutted she wasn't there and tries hard to be top-notch. It's tough to see straight. Again, slow roll, weekends with them a year, then half and half. Now I've got weekends a year. On her acting up, she was solid until Lily got pregnant again. She adored her brother, started calling Lily mom first time. I cover her private school, same one from preschool and kindergarten. She was thriving with steady pals and teachers, but she'd come back from me and blow off her folks for days. By the time Lily got her in line, it was my turn, and it looped. Lily admits she's jealous of my tie with Emma and my cash to give her stuff they can't. She says I overdo it, and yeah, I do. She's my world. I want her to have it all. She won't do chores like dishes or ditch the tablet at their place with me. She's out all day, no screens, but maybe a bit after dinner, and I've got a dishwasher, so she just stashes plates. She listens to me fine. Guilt hits hard. Emma called me mom her first 3 years. Lily visited, heard it, and flipped, yelling, sobbing, asking how I let Emma think that it rattled Emma bad. My folks said she's gotta call me something else. No bots ruled, but most say I'm not the jerk. Latest scoop, tons of you wanted the update, and the last month's been nuts. Short version, Lily had her kid, and I've got all 3 now. I took Emma to an emergency therapy session. She spilled how Lily's been messing with her, saying Lily had to beg me to take her, that I never wanted her and ditched her fast. Fair's fair. I didn't want her at first year of law school, broke, tiny place, a baby. Even short-term was terrifying. I leaned on aid and my parents, but I loved her, never wanted her gone, always aimed to do right. After that, I filed for emergency custody, said Lily was twisting her mind, and I had proof she was smoking weed, against her custody rules, illegal here. No prescription. I demanded a test and home check. Their place wasn't just messy, it was a hazard. Hoarding level, I got custody. Child Protective Services hit her door Monday. I knew I'd win. I'd said I could take her back. Knew about the weed. I didn't mind, she's got migraines, but I'd use it if pushed. Then it went sideways. Some thought I hate Lily. I don't. I love her. She's too trusting. Picks bad company, but I despise her husband. Child Protective Services found he was growing weed and mushrooms downstairs. They tested, found weed, fentanyl, other junk in their systems, probably laced. They took. My nephew called me. They got arrested for the basement setup. I didn't see it, knew she was low, not using, especially pregnant. It crushed me. I got used to 2 kids quick. But with another coming, I saw Lily in jail, cut a deal. She signed off all rights to the 3. I paid her bail, got her a lawyer for a shot at freedom, had to bail him out too, cover his fees. She had the baby a week back, not in jail, thank God. And the boy seems fine despite her drugs and booze. I've got full custody of Emma and her brothers, filing to adopt, different from guardianship. But with both signing off, I'll nail it. I know it's right, no more waiting for her to clean up, and I can't trust her after the lies. Emma's soaring, never seen her happier. Baby and I are good. Despite late nights, I worry for my 3-year-old nephew, Ian. He's fine now, but it hasn't hit him. This is it. We'll do family therapy. I think that's all. Huge thanks for flagging Emma's trouble. Without you, I'd hate to imagine some fret she'll have. More kids, not likely. She had Emma because she thought she couldn't conceive. 1 ovary out as a teen. Doc said slim odds Emma was breech, cesarean. Same for the others, latest had issues, scarring plus 1 ovary. Doc says more kids are near impossible, not 0. But low enough I'm not stressing with all else extra bits. I wrapped law school 7 years ago, was an assistant district attorney, now a criminal defense lawyer. Some family law, I'm studying international law, grew up in Europe, here now. I had a global gig with travel, but kids changed that, moved tons as a kid, loved the cultures, never rooted. My folks and I are on ice. I filed for custody. They flipped, we said harsh stuff. They thought Lily's crew was solid. I was wrecking it when it blew up. They didn't bail her out first time, but no word. I'm wiped, swamped, holding off to avoid regrets.